Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Hope Not Plans. This is Brooke, and today I am coming at you with a plan with me for the week of October 11th through the 17th, featuring Scribble Prince Co's Friday the 13th kit. I am using the Ultimate kit, and I do have a few extras. I did buy the 15mm, and then I also bought from Plana Hannah, I believe it is her Horror Movies 1 underlays in red, since they were my favorite of her horror underlays, and I just felt like they really went well with this kit. So I have mentioned this before, but I picked this kit for this week because it was the release of Halloween Kills, and you'll see I use one of the full boxes that has Michael Myers in it. And I just love horror in general. Halloween is not necessarily my favorite. I would say that probably Scream is my favorite. But I have, as you'll see in this plan with me, watched the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and I did enjoy most of those, as well as I started watching Friday the 13th movies. Not too keen on those. I'm looking at the kit and trying to figure out. I've seen one of the newest Chucky movie. I've seen The Shining and and Poltergeist. So I really just love this kit, and I love that Andrea brought it back. So this week was a big week for another reason. We'll get into it when we get to Friday. But super exciting. I finally, after almost 2 years of not having my own vehicle, got a new to me car, so yay, one of the most exciting things to happen, and I am really grateful that I was able to document it with a kit. I also bought one of the horror overlays from Plana Hannah in red to go with this spread. Forgive me, I don't remember what number it is or whatever, but you can go back in, I think it's in my October kit lineup. I detail that. So I'm just going to jump right into the plans for this week. Monday, I had my normal Monday morning work shift, which actually, before I jump into the week, I did get a new part-time retail job. I'm super excited. I just did my first in-person training shift on Friday. I'm recording this on Monday the 25th. So that's part of why I am behind on videos and posts, is that I had a lot of interviews and then lots of Zoom training as well as in-person training for this retail job, and right now it's just seasonal part-time, but I'm really hoping to make it as permanent part-time to do that, as well as my front desk fitness gig. And this retail job is really good. It pays well. There's lots of bonus potential, and I really like the environment, and they care about their employees. So even though I'm working in a mall, super excited about that. So I'll talk about that in a future video. But jumping into Monday, like I said, I had my normal work schedule, so 5:30 to 1:30, and I'm working with a Coffee Monsters Co. Halloween working emoji that I got a bunch of productive work done. So I think this was part of my retail e-learning, because we had some videos and things we had to watch on our own before we went into our Zoom trainings. And then I did some stuff for my thesis, and I'm trying to think what else I did, but I did a lot of stuff that was productive during my shift in addition to actually working. So yeah, that was good. And then I think I am marking a nap, or that I was just tired, with a one of the fatigued, I believe, emojis from Coffee Monsters Co. And then I had my dance teaching from 6:15 to 7:45, my 2 tap classes. Marking that with a wonton and a million dancing butt character sticker. Then laying down a label with a Plana Hannah mini TV icon that I watched the Scenes from a Marriage finale. I definitely could not wait to watch that. I would highly recommend, if you have access to it through HBO, to watch it. Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain together is just chef's kiss, amazing. And the last 2 episodes, in my opinion, are like really intense, but not like in a bad way. Just be prepared. And then I'm marking with another Coffee Monsters Co. Halloween working emoji that I did some design with this custom Planahana script. Moving into Tuesday, I again had my normal work in the morning, and I'm marking with a Planahana mini laptop icon that I was designing some full boxes for my printable kits. I finally figured out a system to where I can start like planning what I'm gonna do to design, because I do use Photoshop to design my kits primarily, and I obviously don't have access to that on my work computer because I just use the desktop that's there and I can't bring my own. So I figured out a system to where I can at least know what I want to put in each box and be like pre-planned on what I want to put in there. And then after I got home from work, I had a nap, marking that with a Wonton in a Million character sticker. And then that afternoon, I started watching Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. So that is, I believe, the 6th Nightmare on Elm Street movie. The second one, which is like Freddy's Revenge or something. The third one, which is Dream Warriors. Fourth, which is Dream Child. I might be mixing them up. So this might be the 5th. I don't know. But it's the next to last one. And I'm marking that with a Once More with Love, like horror movie character sticker. It's obviously Freddy. This is probably the worst quality Nightmare on Elm Street movie if you haven't seen them. This one basically to me looks like a TV movie quality Elm Street movie, but I just love Freddy's like sarcasm and sass and attitude. That's like part of why I actually enjoy the Elm Street movies, despite the like drop in quality for some of them. And then I had my normal dance, lyrical, and tap class that I take on Tuesdays. And then Wednesday was a day off for me, so I woke up, did my normal phone stuff, which I never really marked that. I was watching The Bachelorette, which I believe was still Rachel's season. To mark watching The Bachelorette, I used the Planahana script and one of her mini TV icons. And then I filmed part of my upcoming haul, which is going to be a nice long one since it is 2 months combined. So I'm using a script from Letters to Apollo, which for whatever reason got messed up, so I had to put another one on top of it, and using a Once More with Love character sticker. And then when I had lunch, I watched Only Murders in the Building. I believe that was the next to last episode of the season, which I would highly recommend if you haven't watched that. That's on Hulu. Please, please, please go watch that. And I'm marking that with a Simply a Mess like bloody knife sticker. This is the first one I'm using, and it looks really cute, especially for this spread. And then I received some happy mail from Planahana. I believe that is some like winter/Christmas underlays, and I think some scripts. I'll have to go look, but you guys will definitely see that in my next haul. And I'm marking that with a Mixie Cat Stuff character sticker. And then that afternoon, I did watch the final Elm Street movie of the like original series, which is titled New Nightmare, which honestly I would say is like the second best in terms of quality, because it's that whole like meta movie seeping into reality type thing. So I really enjoyed it, and it had the like actress from the original Elm Street movie back as technically herself and her character. So that was really cool. And I'm marking that with one of the Coffee Monsters Co. like Halloween TV stickers. And then after that, I filmed part of this Plan With Me, I believe. So I'm marking that with, again, a Letters to Apollo script and a, I believe, Coffee Monsters Co. sticker. It's really hard when you voice over like a week after you film, guys. Don't do what I'm doing. And then that evening, I watched the Netflix movie There's Someone Inside Your House, which I didn't realize until after I watched it is based on like a YA novel. It's okay. I mean, again, it's like TV movie quality, so it's fine, but not like I wouldn't recommend wholeheartedly. Just like if you have the time and there's nothing else you want to watch, just stick it on. Thursday, I had my normal fitness studio gig, 5:30 to 1:30. I am marking that I took a nap after work with a Plain of Hannah script and then a So Tired sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then after I woke up from my nap, I am putting down a Sad Bitch script with a Once More with Love sad character because I was communicating with 2 different dealerships about cars, which I'll tell you more about the one I got in a minute when I get to Friday. But there were 2 that I was interested in. One that was a red Honda CRV, which had, I believe, better mileage. It was only owned by one person in the state that I live in, and like the Carfax was clean. So I really wanted that one. But then the other car was like this teal light blue CRV the same year, slightly more mileage, and owned by more people, not in my home state, but still in the same like region. So although that like teal color was my favorite, I was looking more at the red one, and I'm marking that I was sad because the red car sold that morning and we were supposed to go see it the next day because the blue car was about an hour and a half away and the red car was like 3 hours away. And if you don't know right now, getting any car, particularly a used car at an affordable price, is really hard right now just because of supply chain due to COVID and like shipping restrictions and everything like that. So, and then I just totally got in my feelings about life in general. So I had a good little cry that afternoon and tried to figure out what I wanted to do regarding car stuff. Then I am marking with another Halloween working character sticker that I did some car research because I wanted to look and have more than one option because there were no, basically I am Honda CRV loyal. I had a 2010 CRV before I totaled it, just being honest, in a mall parking garage. So I knew I wanted a 2013 or 2014, so I know that I limited myself, but those were the years that I found had minimal, like, big repairs needed and were within my budget. So I was doing a lot of research to try to find another option for us to go look at. And then that evening I watched a decent amount of The Bachelorette, again marking with Plain of Hannah script and mini TV icon. And then after a little bit of Bachelorette, I watched Insidious Chapter 2. The first one obviously is better, but I did enjoy the second one as well. And I'm marking that with a Once More with Love scary movie character sticker. And then later that evening, I did plan a little bit. So I'm marking that with the Planning Time script from Scribble Co. Then moving on to Friday, so my mom and I, because she is the one who helps me with everything, and especially because she was going to help me pay for the car, she and I decided to head up to the dealership with the teal CRV, and that was the only car we were going to look at. So we woke up early. I'm marking that with a Plain of Hannah script and then a Wonton and a Million character sticker. We woke up like maybe an hour early because we wanted to try to get to the dealership close to when they opened, and I believe they opened for sales at 9. We ended up getting there at like 9:30. So after I marked that we were up early, I'm marking that we went on a road trip. It did take over an hour to get there, and then there was traffic on the way in as well because like we had to go on the interstate, and then it's sort of technically, I guess, like a suburb of the big city that's up there. So it took us a little while to like get through the traffic right off the interstate. And then we got to the dealership and we were passed off to a salesman and he let us test drive the car. This is a 2014 teal CRV, and I drove it like a mile away, and then my mom drove it a mile back because we drive each other's cars, and we checked it out. Under the hood everything looked good, despite having 3 owners. So we ended up buying that car. So I'll insert a picture here. But it is literally like the most gorgeous thing. The only problem, which you guys won't see in the picture I'm sharing with you, is that even though it's never been in an accident, allegedly, it runs fine. But one of the owners scraped the like driver's rear side. So it's only noticeable if you're like close behind the car. But there's some like paint scraped off. So I'm still looking into how to fix that. So I have many projects. One is to like decorate and make the car mine. And the next one will be getting that paint dealt with, as well as we didn't realize until we got home there was one of the rear lights that was out, but it's one of the like small ones. But I'm marking that we bought my car with this big Coffee Monsters Co. Character sticker, and like, yes, I was extremely happy. However, the financing situation was not like fun. We were able to pay in full because my mom was loaning me a good portion of the money. But of course, when you go to pay in full, if you don't really have like cash in hand, this dealership wanted a check or debit card, which the car in full was obviously a decent amount of money. So then stuff got declined despite the fact that money was there. So we ended up potentially having to leave to go get a cashier's check because we obviously didn't know the final price of the car until we like signed the paperwork. And we were potentially going to have to drive close to home, which is like I said, over an hour away, to get a cashier's check and then drive back to pay for the car with a cashier's check. So we left. This was like a little after noon. We went to go get Whataburger because we don't have any in my area, but there are like 2 or 3 in that region of my state. And I'm marking that with a Planahana fast food icon. And honestly, you probably will see a Whataburger script in this spread a little bit after, like when I do my year in full, just because I did buy those. And when we were in line for Whataburger, the salesman called and said that the manager okayed us paying by check because like their check guarantor company initially said no, even though the funds were there. Like we showed them the funds were there. So the manager okayed us just paying by regular check. So we ate like really fast and then went back to the dealership to take care of that. And we ended up spending the entire rest of the afternoon at the dealership. So I'm marking that with a so much salt character sticker just because they said it wasn't going to take very long. Like they did need to do a little bit of detailing. The car definitely needed to be washed for one, which they ended up doing, and then they were doing some stuff with the tires. We literally saw it like on the lift. So like I said, we got there in the morning at 9:30. Then we signed all the paperwork, went to go get food a little after 12, maybe around 12:30. Then we get back there and we're sitting in like the waiting area next to the like service area of the dealership until probably like 4:30 is when the car was ready. And we obviously didn't want to leave because we drove up in my mom's car But I didn't want to drive it home by myself, and neither did she, just in case something would go wrong with either vehicle, quite frankly. So yeah, we were just exhausted talking to each other, having to charge our phones, because what else can you really do at that point? And they didn't have anything on the TV that we were sitting by, and then the other TV had like this weird medical stuff. So yeah, not not the greatest afternoon on Friday, but we were able to get home. And I'm trying to think. I think we got home like close to 6 o'clock. It had started getting dark, so it was like twilight time. But I had a little like dance party in my car, because I don't think you can tell from the picture that I showed, but I have a sunroof, which is just a little added bonus because I ended up getting the EX model, so that's like the middle trim level tier, which I didn't have one of those on my last CRV, so that was really fun. I just like blasted my stereo and opened my sunroof and had a dance party. And then I went back in the house and rewatched the newest Halloween movie, so like the 2018 Halloween, to prep for Halloween Kills, because I haven't seen that Halloween movie since it came out almost 3 years ago. And then I watched Grey's Anatomy, and I am marking that with this McDreamy sticker, which I believe is Coffee Monsters Co., because that was the first reappearance of Addison, which honestly I love Addison, and I have been wanting to rewatch Private Practice, so I'm going to do that soon. So I watched Grey's Anatomy, and that's a Plain of Hannah script. So Friday was very eventful, so that's probably what you're going to be hearing a lot of in this Plan With Me, but it was really, really exciting. And then Saturday, I had work. Saturdays are pretty early, but not the earliest. And the 15th was payday, which I forgot to put in my spread, but that's okay because I forget all the time. So I was able to place a small Scribble Prince Co. order, and then you guys see that I do my nails all the time, but I ordered the Holo Taco birthday launch because it was the second year that they were celebrating Christine, who is in charge of the company, her birthday. So I got those polishes along with a little bit of extra stuff. So I'm marking that with a Coffee Monsters Co., I believe. Once More with Love. I can't tell. You guys can figure out the difference. Then when I got home, I watched a little bit of The Bachelorette. Again, same Plan of Hannah script and TV icon. And that afternoon, my mom and I went to go see The Last Duel in theaters. So I really enjoyed that. It was intense, but if you've seen the trailers for it, you know why. So there is intense, potentially triggering material as part of the plot, but I believe it was well done. I'm just a little concerned with the people who made it and the subject matter, which we can have a whole conversation about that in my DMs if you want. But it was really good, and it is based on a true story, and ultimately, despite the events that happened in the movie, the ending was decently happy. So I really enjoyed that. And then after we got home, we ordered Domino's, so I'm using a Plan of Hannah script and Coffee Monsters Co. pizza character sticker. And then we ended up watching Dope Sick on Hulu, marking that with a Plan of Hannah TV icon. I would highly recommend that. It is about, and I believe it's just going to be a mini series, not like an ongoing series, but it's about the issues with OxyContin, its creation, and then how it became such an addictive, or how it became so widely available and abused by people and created such awful addiction across the world, but primarily the US. So they do go into the creation as well as the legal proceedings and stuff relating to it. So I believe that was either the second or third episode that we watched that night. So I highly recommend if you're able to watch that on Hulu. And I feel like I might have watched something else that night. I don't know. I go off of notes on my iPhone, so if I don't take proper notes, it doesn't work. Anyway, moving forward to Sunday, I woke up, started the morning with Bachelorette again, and then I did a bar workout, marking that with a Planet Hannah script and a Coffee Monsters Co. It says squats on there, but it's just, a fun workout emoji. And then I am marking that we went to go see Halloween Kills, which I have AMC theaters in my region, so we went to go see it in a Dolby Cinema screening, and the rumblers for it were so good. Like, it added a great amount to the experience, so I highly enjoyed it. The movie itself, super cheesy, and if you guys saw my Instagram post for this, evil dies tonight. You could honestly make a drinking game out of it and get really drunk, just to be honest, in that movie, because they say it like 50 times. So yeah, not the best Halloween movie, but honestly, I've only seen the original 2 and then the newest 2. So, or no, scratch that. I've also seen H2O, which was like basically their like response to Scream, and then Resurrection, which is the one where Busta Rhymes like kicks Michael through a like fiery window. Like, it's just really cheesy and funny, even though that one's like garbage. So I feel like Halloween Kills is in between. Like, it's better than Resurrection, but it's not as good as like the good ones. It was a fun experience and people were into it. And then that afternoon after the movie, I painted my nails and watched Simply Stream Sunday, because Christine, crazily enough, decided to stream on her birthday, which, not mad at it. And then that evening, I rewatched Hubie Halloween on Netflix. That's just a fun Adam Sandler Netflix movie. That's obviously Halloween, and it's spoopy, not spooky. So if you're not into horror stuff, I would recommend it. Marking it with a Coffee Monsters Co. movie popcorn character sticker. And then I marked with another, this is actually a Coffee Monsters Co. Watch Scary Movie sticker. However, that's not what I'm using it for. I'm using it to mark that I worked on my thesis and submitted my assignment. I have officially, I think technically, like, finished it, because I am graduating in December, which is wild. But I just keep putting off some of the, like, easy and annoying stuff. So that was one of the last things I did on Sunday. And then you'll see I'm going in with my overlays that I haven't used. I think I've mentioned before, I don't really like blocking the images, and some of the overlays I have would block the images just because, like, I am picky with how they end up. So that's why, if you paid attention, in my, like, base of the spread, I put the, like, friends inside on the back of one of the extenders, and then I put another friends one over Chucky since it didn't block anything. And then I decided to cut the They're Here overlay to put it over the Poltergeist TV, because I did want to use it. But if I put the, like, normal overlay without cutting it, it would have blocked the hands, which I didn't want to do. I really enjoyed putting this spread together, and I really believe I'm probably going to buy another copy of this kit to hold in my stash. I did buy 2 of the 15mm washies, because again, you can't really go wrong with black for a lot of spreads. So it won't be a bad thing if I have an extra one, but I do plan on getting this one again just because I like it so much. And I really love how it turned out with the red underlays, and I was able to have, like, a lot of space so you could see everything. So I really enjoyed this. I apologize. I film on my phone, and it decided to, like, cut me off when I was filming because I don't have enough storage and I need a new phone. So it sort of, like, jumps around a little bit at the end here, but you guys know. And you guys can see the filled-in spread, or the mostly filled-in spread, on my Instagram soon. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys with another video soon. Bye.